Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher, and this is Master of Orion, a reimagining of a very old game. So, here's the thing, I've had a bit of history with this game, and it's a bit of a weird history related to how I was when I was a young lad. See, when I was younger, I was one of those people who, if you had something that you cared for quite a lot, and something else came along that was, let's say, a bit of competition to what it is that you liked, you sort of dismissed it outright. Not because you necessarily had any good reason for it, but simply because someone else might think that it was better than what you were liking. So Master of Orion is one of those things. See, when Master of Orion came, I played Ascendancy. I don't know if actually Ascendancy came before Master of Orion, or if Master of Orion came after, or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, I played Ascendancy, I liked it a lot. I had a friend who played Master of Orion, and I was like, oh, that's not good enough, that's bad, ooh, that is such a bad game. Not because it actually was, but because I just was so stuck in my liking of Ascendancy that I just simply dismissed this one. I did play it, however. I did play it a little bit, but being at the mindset that I was in, I just didn't enjoy it. However, it is a bloody good game after all. So this is a new version that came, was it? It says 2017 over here, so that might actually be it, yes. So it's not a new game by any means, but it is a new game based on an old game, and those are usually interesting. So what is Master of Orion, maybe you are asking now? Well, it's basically Civilization. It is basically Civilization, but in space. So if you're thinking about, let's say, Stellaris, this will be slightly easier, I think. And it is turn-based, just like Civilization. And would you know it, I think it's better if we start off a new game. But before we do that, we obviously have to look at one of the most interesting things about this game, which is, of course, the races. Because I think that for the most part, these are the races that were in the base game. I say base game. When I say base game now, I mean the game released in the 90s, I think it was. So we have the Alkari. Leader is the Skylord. Very, very appropriate. So they are natural pilots, so basically Star Fox, I suppose. They have some artifacts on their homeworld. I don't know everything about this game. I have played it a little bit, so I know sort of the basics, and etc., etc. But exactly how some of these things work, I do not know. So, hailing from the clouded planet Altair, the Proto-Alkari are an old race of avian hominids. Although well known for their peaceful disposition, they are fierce in combat and rarely back out of a fight if they believe they have just cause. And of course, there are more if you want to read. Then we have the Bulrathi. So you are like a bulldog or something, bulldog bear thing. Indeed, headstrong to total ferocious. They are ecologists, which is interesting. So they have biology when they start, which is a research. They have mineral-rich homeworld, a large homeworld. High gravity is what they enjoy, by the way, and good at ground combat. And the Ursa system, of course it's Ursa, so you're a bear, I see. It's home to the Bulrathi, a ferocious warrior race committed to the preservation of nature. Fearless and brutal in combat, they rely on their strength to overcome opponents, while their heavily armored fleets withstand wave after wave of enemy attacks. Interesting, yes. Darloks, one of my, I think, favorites from the past, but I mean, it was so long ago, I do not know. So they are the sort of diplomatic, stealthy kind of race. They are also shapeshifters, which is interesting. It basically means that they have higher security. I don't exactly know how that ties in together, but apparently it does. So elusive and paranoid, the Darlock of Nazin both crave and despise identity. Their shapeshifting nature puts them at odds with themselves as often as with other races, since they neither trust nor can be trusted. Alright then, cool. Then we have the boring humans. Boo. Humans, boo. Then we have the Klakon. They are... Ooh, I like the Ixitixel. I like how friendly they look. Very friendly, and then the rest is just horrible mandibles, etc., etc. So obviously they're industrialists. They live under the ground, and of course they breathe like crazy. So in the case of Koldan, the insect-like Klakon evolved to form the hive, and a unified consciousness stretching from drone to queen. So your basic, indeed, bug-like creature. We also have the MacLeod, which gotta say, look vaguely similar, but instead they are a little bit mechanical in nature. So yes, industrialist means that they have the physics technology and also some extra production, and also they are cybernetic, so they don't use a lot of food, which is fine. And the very undescript leader, CB715, coexists in a sprawling jumbled network filled with incessant chattering voices and signals. The MacLeod Combine is an artificial ecosystem of AIs from the planet MacLeod. So who knows what happens in the past, I suppose. Then we get to the very over-sexualized feline race here. I don't exactly know why she would have to have human-looking breasts, but she does. They are actually slightly similar to the Bulrathi in that they are militarists, they are warlordy, but they are also good at diplomacy, which is in some ways a bit at odds, I think. They can improve their negotiations, but they also want to kill everything, so I don't exactly know how that connects to each other. So the blazing savannas of Fierce gave rise to the ruthless warriors known as the Mershan, but their hot temper almost proved to be their undoing. A lot of civil war, etc., etc. And then we have the aliens. In some ways. So these would be basically the aliens that we are common with knowing on Earth whenever someone wants to depict aliens. The big head, their ships are actually basically saucer-like, so yes indeed. And these are the technology ones, obviously. So under the supervision of the controller at Mentor, a sprawling network of Psilon communities comprise the Quanta, devoted to unraveling the mysteries of the universe. Each quantum investigates independently in order to contribute to the knowledge of the whole. I like these. Then we have the Sakra, the lizards, the very buff lizards. So they are expansionists, want to indeed expand as much as possible. They have both engineering and biology, which is kind of cool, I gotta say. Also population growth, but they are repulsive. I can sort of see that. Primal in their ways, the cold-blooded Sakra from the planet Zla seem uncouth and unenlightened to many of the other races. However, their hulking form and rustic rituals belay an enduring memory that has helped them reach the stars. I don't exactly know how memory gets you into space, but sure. And then finally, we have the Silicoid, which is, well, this guy, I suppose. So they are lithowars. They eat rocks. Lovely. So they don't actually consume regular food. They also breathe lava, which is lovely. So they like inferno planets. And their homeworld is volcanic, so that's lovely. Also, they start with a huge planet. So along in their unique composition, the Silicoid are an ancient race of silicon-based lifeforms from the planet Psilon. Impressively long lifespans and abysmally low birth rates have resulted in a civilization of relatively few individuals with lots of experience. The oldest among them is known as the Keystone, but that is not the leader. Ruler of the Silicon and speaker for the Crag. And of course there are a few other races, and we can do a custom race if we should want to. But these are obviously part of DLCs, etc. I'm gonna start a new game with the Psilon, because I kind of like the Psilons. They are fun. They are a bit weak on the security, so you're gonna have to keep a lookout for that. And we are also starting in a small homeworld, probably because you are a bit good, let's just say, because you can be very, very technologically advanced. So why do we need start a new game and have a bit of a look.
From the beginning, the Psilon have looked to the stars above Mentor and wondered. Generation after generation, the isolated Psilon quantums strived to unravel the mysteries surrounding them, to add an iota to their combined knowledge. Now the time has come for the Psilon Quanta to go beyond in their search for answers, to travel to the deepest reaches of the galaxy and solve the enigma at its core.
And there we go, and that is one of the things that I kind of like about this game. It makes a show of everything. It is a bit like Civilization, obviously. You have your introduction to your specific race, which is one of the things that I kind of miss a little bit about Stellaris, which is that, yes, you have like a portrait, you can sort of make up your own story in some ways, but I kind of like when the games actually give you the story in some ways. So here we are, and if we start zooming out, this is the galaxy. I've opted for basic setup, but with a huge galaxy. So this is the largest size you're gonna get. Every single point is obviously one solar system you can travel to. We only do it via star lanes, or whatever you want to call it. Now, interestingly, and possibly really, really bad, I have started against, or rather next to a wormhole. Which means that anything could pop into here at any point in time. Well, I say anything, no, not anything. Whatever is close to the wormhole on the other side, but basically having that right next by to my system is gonna be a little bit annoying, because even if I set up some, like, information nodes, where not information, reconnaissance nodes, or whatever they're called, I'm not going to be able to get anything because this is in a different part of the galaxy. Oh well. So this is how we start the game. We have our planet, we have a little bit of a fleet, and then the fleet, there is actually a colony ship, so we do start with both a planet and the possibility of another planet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you two over to this planet. So I'm breaking up, there we go, there's another planet, not a good one, that is a gas giant. So those little bars there, size, obviously the bigger it is the better, and we start indeed with a small one. The biome you want to be as green as possible, and minerals, I mean, it's good to have minerals, I suppose. Now, the problem for me is the high gravity. I enjoy low gravity, so if I plan to go on this planet, I'm gonna suffer quite heavily with regards to getting population. Now, I'm also gonna separate the scout ship. You're gonna go over here to this system. Can I see anything? Yeah, we have 2 planets in there. And obviously, I'm not too fussed about going down here. Obviously, this can connect down here. We don't know about that. But then next turn, you are gonna go over here. So you can just guard for now. It's not like you could do anything if you need to guard, but there we go. And as for the planet, we need to do something for our production. Right now, we have a colony focus that is balanced. I can do it manually, obviously. For the most part, I think balance is fine, and then you can sort of just move them around if you want to. We do want food production to go up, obviously. But we don't have a lot of access to very many buildings, but we do have the automated factory, which is a +2 production for us, so we're going to go for that one, obviously. And that's about it for the beginning. No, it actually isn't. We need to do research as well.
Controller, our labs are staffed and ready to start researching. What should we focus on?
His voice is very annoying, but I do like the fact that they are all 100% both voice acted and animated, which is lovely. So yes, indeed, I do believe that I'm going to follow both scientific and economic advisors.
The committee concludes this is what we need to advance.
Yes, we've already heard from you. So yes, indeed, we get the research laboratory and governance support facility. Now, here's the thing about the Psilon, which is nice. If we open the technology tree so he can speak. This is the technology tree. It's not the biggest we've ever seen in a game like this, but it's okay. Now, as you can see on some of these technologies, we have something we get, like here. We get the neutron blaster modifications. So heavy mount developing, yeah, we can get the heavy mount, etc., etc. But we also get these, but we only get one of them. So we get to choose. Whenever we research this, we choose between either the Class 1 shield or the ECM jammer. However, the Psilons get both of these. That's one of their strengths. They actually do not have to pick whenever they get a choice. So over here, for example, in Tachyon Physics, we have 3 things. They get all of them. It's quite powerful, wouldn't you know? But we're going for advanced mechanism. No, we're not going for advanced mechanism. Here we go. Not Eureka. We haven't even discovered it yet. You can't go Eureka now. But yes, indeed, getting the research laboratory and the government support facility are both fine. Obviously, the research laboratory is the same or equivalent building to what we just built, which is to say the one that produces more science, which is, I mean, we're going to focus on science. Obviously, like a lot. So there we go. It is the next. Turn. You need to focus on going in here. Now, what we can do is you can simply just click next turn. That moves anyone that has a order. But we can also just click the move button, which I think is kind of good. I think that's a good system of doing it, or a good way of doing it. I can see that we're starting very difficult in this game, I think. We'll see. We have a bit of exploration to do. Probably gonna get some pirates very soon, I should think. Because yes, there are pirates in this game, wouldn't you know? So there we go. Oh, well, you actually do expand into multiple paths there. So let's start exploring a bit. We find a normal gravity. That's not... It's not the worst, I will say. The biome is not good for us, though. But it's not also terrible. So, alright, we might do something with that. But let's just continue for now. You go over here, finding another normal, but ooh, you have found an anomaly. So this is stuff that can happen. Stuff that actually are outside of the available space, so to speak. So you're gonna go and check that out, obviously. And for the rest of it, just keep on moving. So there we go. You found more ways over here, but what do you find here? We find a... Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a bit of a godsend. You go over there immediately. Not only are we in low gravity, we are a good size, and dark quartz. I actually don't know what dark quartz is, or what that does, but I suppose we'll figure out soon.
Even without
So
me,
there we go.
our scientists have made a new discovery.
I like this guy. So there we go. Research laboratory and government support facility. This is for boosting morale, which is good for new planets. Now, what do we want to go for now? I think that, yes, indeed, again, I think we're going to go for this. Again, the other building, the hydroponic farm, which gives us plus food. So having access to those 3 buildings is just generally a good idea, I suppose. And we do get pirates near here. That's not optimal. You'll have to get back here, sadly, I will say. You've arrived at the anomaly.
Turns out to be a derelict ship, floating eerily empty with no signs of its former crew. Your engineers report all systems are fully functional. Even if some crew members might refuse to board the ghost ship, it will make a great addition to your current fleet.
Lovely, I get a free frigate. That is actually not that bad. That is the other one that I had here. I have a scout as well as a frigate. That's actually good. Now I don't need to produce one of those for my own. Now we have some pirates coming in. They're not terrible, but they will occupy my planet for a moment before you can come in. Probably not gonna... Oh, actually, oh, does my starbase actually defend? Well, alright then. I think on this occasion, I'm just gonna auto-resolve this, because you're not gonna be able to do anything. So actually, you know what, that's true, you did not have to do that. Well, actually, you know what, we might have to go down to the wormhole and see if that connects to anything as well. Now, you've arrived over here, so now we're gonna settle a planet, and... yeah, settling planets in this game is also a bit more fun than, let's say, in Stellaris. Because we actually get a proper cutscene for it, which is lovely, and it's relevant to the planet as well, which is even better. So yeah, we are focusing on food. I think that's a good idea, but automated factory to get our production up is also a good thing. And we don't have the hydroponic farm anyway. Now you know what? Fine, you'll go over there. That's... what are you doing? Why don't you go... Oh, you need to return. All right. When you go to anomaly, yes. When you go to anomaly from anywhere, you return to the point where you came from. So that's true. So over here, we've done that. We do want to get our basic buildings done before we do anything else. So get some research. We got the biology researched as well.
Even without me.
Good. Shut up. I've grown tired of you, basically. So we could do also economics, because that's just more, I suppose, bitcoins. Is that what we're dealing with? BC credits. So getting a bonus for that, not a bad idea. However, Getting access to the destroyer. It's not entirely a bad thing. So I am curious here. We could go for... where is that building? Is that higher up? Possibly. Basically, there's a building... Well, actually, cloning center is not bad. Population growth up by quite a lot. That's not bad either. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go for that one. Which means that we're gonna have to go a bit of a ways to get there. But then we're gonna go... Well, actually, can't I... Ooh, I cannot actually set a path. Okay, fine. We'll go for genetic engineering first. I think that that's a good one to get our planets boosted, so to speak. You go find out stuff over there. And getting the destroyer is a good thing, because we are gonna want to start nuking things, specifically pirates. We are gonna have pirates somewhere here. Not here, so presumably in this area. Research laboratory is done, so we're moving over, as I said, to the third one. Oh, I actually already got it, never mind. The biospheres, they are food and research, but one of each. But no, we're gonna go for the hydroponic farm. Boost that a lot.
Welcome.
And here we go. Here's the GNN. I like them.
You are tuned to GNN, the only network that tells you what you need to know. Bringing it to you live.
Galactic News Network, the galaxy's most reputable news source.
Uh-huh. But you're not gonna say anything, apparently. I do enjoy that thing, which is it's just a weird thing that's in the game, but I like it. So, GNN, they're gonna come around from time to time. Alright then, that is most likely gonna be a... Oh, actually, the pirate base seems to be on this planet. Well, alright then. You've arrived over here. Actually, this is a dead end. Is this a good dead end? No, it's... I mean, this one we might want. It is high gravity. But it has a fairly good biome still. I mean, it's over half. And it has gold. We'll remember that that's there, I think, is what I want to say about that. But I think we want to go over here just to check out what's in there as well. So there we go. There's the pirates. Yes. So is that pirate? Yes, that is that pirate. Are you gonna wait for us? There's gonna be something here too. Yeah, so you just go there. So when we move, we are gonna get into a fight. That's okay. Electromagnetic disturbance, you say? Well, if we move you, we get into a fight, I think. They were gonna resolve that, but actually, yeah, we can just attack. Let's go on the attack here. And obviously, on this occasion, we will take command, because that is what you do in this game. And you can decide how you want to do that. With assisted command, an AI Admiral does micromanagement. I can do full control, I do everything. Or I can do cinematic, which is basically auto-resolve, but, you know, visually. No, I want to go full control. And we even get a cutscene for the battle, which is amazing. So this... Oh, I'm gonna have to... There we go. Middle mouse button to move. Right to move on in place. And left to target things. So these are our two ships. We have a frigate who has laser cannon, neutron blaster, and missiles. So the weapon range is basically exactly the same for all of these. So I assume that... I haven't exactly understood how this this visual aid is represented, but I think that this is their range. I think. If you look at the scout, which actually can't really do anything, so it's gonna be the frigate, and we have our enemy over here. This is this little guy, and I'm just gonna target it. And I mean, the scout can just relax. We don't need to bring the scout because it doesn't have any weapons. There's a frigate against this raider, which is actually also a frigate. Now that I see that, but I'm a little bit better. So you're just gonna start pelting this guy, and it's dead. There we go. Good job, victory for me. And the ship goes down. We have succeeded. Lovely. Didn't even take much damage at all. So next turn. And this actually does move forward into here, which then might spread even further. Not impossible. So you spawn a ship. That is fair and reasonable. And it's not going to be... It's going to be a while before you get another one. So that's okay as well. You're moving. You're building, etc., etc. We are going on here. You move up to the electromagnetic thingamajig.
To GNN, Galactic News Network.
In its aimless roaming through the galaxy, the Psilon Quanta has stumbled upon a heap of ruins of mysterious origin. Reports of bone-related skull-bashing incidents remain unconfirmed.
Well, there you go. We found an ancient ruin. So we are going to want to explore that one. And we'll get to that in just a few short turns, I do believe. So that is related to Antarans. And I think that this was also in the base game, if I am not completely wrong about that. I think. So that's sort of a background story in the game. By the way, what is this planet? I do not know. Alright then, we're gonna want to destroy that planet, but in order to do so, we need one of those new ships. So I have some things that I need to take care of before we can do that. I'm gonna go over here, do this, and probably try to get back. So we have a couple of things that we need to do with our main planet here. So good thing it's gonna grow soon, and also grow even faster now that I did that. So what I'm gonna do first, I think, is a space factory. So that's what we need in order to check out those ruins. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna start building you. We're gonna bring up the queue, because after the queue, we're gonna build a destroyer, and after the destroyer, we're gonna build another colony ship, because we need to get more colonies. That is quite an important thing about this game. So you've arrived here, more planets to find. That is another good planet. No special stuff on it, but normal gravity is obviously less bad than high gravity for someone used to low gravity, wouldn't you know? Now, one good thing is that we're getting some money in, and we can start using that by purchasing buildings, etc. There is gems, but it's a small barren planet that is not that great. So you've arrived here. Let's check out these planets. That is... oh, had it not been small, it would have been a good one, actually. But now that it was small, it's not that great. So go over here. Oh, wow. Cathuria Prime, low gravity, sure, but its tiny, its barren, is ultra poor, even though there is gold. Oh, would you know it. You come over to this war point now. You're gonna have to sort of just hang around there until I can deal with this. And sadly, even if you do deal with a pirate planet, it does actually... well, not that, maybe not that specific planet comes back, but pirates will emerge somewhere else, which is a bit annoying. Go over to this one. That is yet another really bad one. Now, I'm sad to say, but I think that you're gonna have to come down here. Yeah. Ooh. Wait. No. Oh, damn it. Didn't I bring up the queue? Oh, never mind. The queue is like that. Damn it. Oops. This is what you want to do. And, well, I built a little bit on the colony ship now, so fine. But that is not what I wanted to do. I forgot that is how you do that. Everyone move. I think we can just bring this... Oh, right, you grew. What did you do? More food. I'm okay with that, yes. I'll accept it, I suppose. So, for now, as it is in most of these games, we're just basically exploring. Oh, hello. I think someone came through I think someone came through the wormhole, wouldn't you know? On this occasion, I am going to auto-resolve, as long as they are just bringing little raiders here. It's not really going to be a problem for us. Did we even take... No, we took no damage. So, yes, there we go. Oh, we got a new leader. So this is fairly the same as Stellaris, I suppose. And a population growth bonus. Oh, you are definitely getting hired. You're going to go to Sochi's Prime, because I need that to grow. My main planet is obviously already growing, so getting some extra population boosts over there, that is good. So you are gonna just protect here, and that's the Mercian, you say? For some reason... Oh, here we go. There's the connection. So hello,
Welcome,
Mercian.
stranger. I am the Empress of the Mercian Pride. If you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
So not only are you over-sexualized visually, you are a little bit sexualized even in your approach. Alright then, well, that's fine. They are a little bit on the negative side here, but not too bad. I mean, we know that they are warriors, etc., etc. Oh, hello. I was about to say, did you place that? No, I placed that. You come over here. And actually, now that I think about it, you go over here too. You're gonna have to protect this thing. So there we go. You come over there. So now we can start diplomacy a little bit. I don't think that we can really do a whole lot. Ooh, well, now you're being a little bit derogative here immediately. We don't need to talk a lot about that.
I'm listening.
Could we share some star shards, maybe? What would make this work?
We ask no more than the lion's share.
Oh,
and no
come on.
less.
9 every... No. What if we simply remove that and propose that?
I balk at such meager offerings.
Well, okay, she didn't really want that. All right,
Run
then.
along now.
I will run along. Goodbye. Let's move on. So there we go. So now we're gonna also get indeed a destroyer, and the destroyer is gonna have the tools we need to fix the pirates. So let's just keep on moving on. So we have Mercians on the other side of this, which is not really optimal, is it? But oh well. So over here, obviously, hydroponic farms. I'm gonna go for biosphere first, and then the research laboratory, and then the government support facility, because on our main planet, if we go to our main planet, morale is at 100%. That's good. Now, this planet is only at 70, which is actually not that great. So we need to start boosting that too. But let's boost our regular production, etc. first. I think that's a not so bad idea. So here we go. Our ships are moving. We have indeed found a new planet. Mentor Prime has grown again, and you did put that into production. I am okay with that choice. That's good. Even though we do want to boost our science a little bit, let's make sure that we can produce buildings and fleets, etc., etc. Now, you found a very interesting system here. A system that connects to a lot of other systems. Good and bad. And we have another really good planet. I need to get a lot of colony ships going, don't I? You have a right. Good. We are going to build ourselves an asteroid laboratory over here.
Welcome to GNN.
Members of the Psilon race were momentarily distracted from the grueling plight of daily survival, as new ground is broken for the first ancient ruin investigation facility in the Psilon Quanta.
There we go. Lovely. We've done that, yes. So that is 8 turns away from being finished. Good, good, good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to stress a few colony ships, I think, because I'm finding... Oh, right. I'm finding a fair few planets that I do want to settle. Not that one, though. That's terrible. We do not want that one. So there we go. That is a destroyer. You get over to to this thing. And about you. Where's my fleet? Hold on. All right, never mind. Fleet B, there we go. You do not need to be there anymore. You can be on this planet now, protecting it, I say. Basically, just making sure that nothing leaves it. We have more planets over here. Again, a fairly decent planet, even though it is normal gravity. We are gonna... Oh, bloody hell, I have a lot of planets to colonize, don't I? And another one, but that is high gravity, so that is going to be slightly tricky. There is, in research, terraforming, which you can do to planets. That will make them a little bit more habitable. But, alright. Now, I think that the best idea is to go over here. Slightly longer star lanes going in other directions. That's fine. But yes, indeed, colony planets, colony ships. Very, very important. Now the question is, how much does that cost? 600 right now. I will probably build this one. But you're going to have to help out too, I think. Genetic engineering research is complete.
Even without me, our scientists have made a new discovery.
So we have just a basic population growth now, which is lovely. But we can do the cloning centers to get even more. Now we're going to go for economics. Because we wouldn't mind making even more space dollars.
GNN, Galactic News Network.
The silicoid crag has grown in strength.
And that was basically all they had to say. So yes, indeed, one of our competitors have 3 planets. We also know that... well, actually, no, I don't know that the Silicon people are... Oh, here we go. So yes, indeed, that is a new battle. I'll auto-resolve this. If we get into a bigger fight, I don't know if we will in this video. I will do another commanded one. But for now, that's fine. More normal gravity. If I had a normal gravity race, this would have been amazing, even. Not that it's not amazing now either, but you know what I mean. But yeah, the Silicon people aren't necessarily good at expanding. It's the... which ones was it? Not the Ursa, I think. The other, the lizard people. Weren't they good at that? Anyway, so now the current fleet, I was about to say, the Space Factory, can't really do a whole lot right now. But what I suppose we could do is do some defenses. We can defend the warp points. So that might not be the worst. You know what, for now, just return back home, because there's really not much else you could do right here. So yes, indeed, we've done that. So we're starting to think about this thing. Research is at 0%, sure. That's fine, you just be like that. Everyone move. And now, as we have these two, if we... unguard, you will join into one fleet. Now we can attack, because now we have bombs. We have atomic bombs. So drop the bombs on the planet. We destroyed it. Lovely.
Your crew descends to investigate the remains of the pirate enclave. The destruction is near total, but a constant thumping can be heard under a pile of rubble. Further investigation reveals an underground dungeon where the pirates kept an astounding number of slaves. You rescue them and offer them asylum in your closest habitable colony.
Which means that Mentor Prime gets a population. I think that's going to be put into, yes indeed, research. I think I'm going to put it into production. We're going to get some more research, don't worry. But for now, that is what I want to do. You have arrived here. Go for a planet here. And now, with that done, you guys can start moving about again. So I suppose... Aren't I going in this direction generally? Yes, so you should probably just get all the way over here. We are going to want to start producing more ships as well, because the number of ships that I have is not very impressive at all. I have 7 out of 15, so we can absolutely have more ships. Ooh, Suchi's Prime has grown, finally. 1 into production. You know what, I'm okay with that, because we are producing... food production buildings, so this number will go down eventually. And we have a colony ship. Now, which one was I most interested in? Medium. I'm pretty interested in that one, even though it doesn't have any... No, I'm interested in that one. There we go. Well, actually, that's high gravity. Wait. What is the best choice here? We had that one. But I'm feeling this system is a good thing to establish in. So you know what? Yeah, we'll go for that one. There we go. Medium-sized, but good biome. Normal gravity is fine. We will survive it. But what we can do is actually go for terraforming. Yes, why don't we go for terraforming? I know that we're skipping some of the regular stuff here. Civil transport is not bad. Oh, actually, you know what? Colony base. Yes. We should do that before we settle that planet. Your production is done. So, you know what? Biosphere. Start that. Also, a missile base on our home world is a good thing. And that thing, the Colonial Revenue Service. I don't think we need the cloning center right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one of you. Well, actually, no, this is what you can do. I forgot about that. Remove you. Go away. We will produce 3 of you. You can do that in one go, which is kind of nice, actually. So there we go. We are done with that. We are going to want like a destroyer or 2, I suppose, at some point. You have found Dira Prime with artifacts, but not the best for us. You've also found Dira 2, which is normal gravity, fairly medium interest in that planet. But 7 turns for the deep space exploration is fine. That will be done before we get to that planet. Okay, so this system was not that interesting, but you will continue at least one more. I mean, there's no reason not to keep exploring, I suppose, but at some point there isn't... I mean, you can't get further away, so there would be, I suppose, a good idea to check out the wormhole, just to see what the Mershan are doing. But we'll see about that. Biospheres has been done, so missile base is up. So Mentor Prime is now growing quite well. Now, being the size that it is, we actually only have space for 10 people, which is obviously the bad thing there. Sushi's Prime gets the biospheres as well. So Sushi's Prime is now going to start growing a little bit, I think. We can... I was about to say, what can we set up? I think we should set up the cloning center, actually. And then the research laboratory. Then that one, and then that one. And then we can probably look at, like, buying a colony ship at some point. That is okay planet, not mineral-wise, but okay in other ways. Alright then, let's just keep moving. We'll get the research. Now we have... Oh, bloody hell. Crap. Crap. Oh no, that's so annoying. I'm gonna lose that bloody thing. Yeah, here's the thing about this game. You can't retreat. You can't retreat. Alright then, well, we did that one. If we go into the technology tree, I'm gonna go for that still. Let's see what happens there, because, yeah, as I said, I don't think that there is any way to be sort of fleeing, if you would. Maybe if you go into taking command, I don't know exactly. We found in RE2, which is also not super interesting, because if I move you now, yeah, you move in immediately. And right, no, actually we can't battle, we are just dead. Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. I lost the colony ship. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, and shoot more. Alright. How do I handle that? I handle that by producing more colony ships, obviously. Getting closer to the center of the universe here. Not universe, the galaxy. I think that you should go to the wormhole. And you need to come down here. You need to produce a bloody colony ship. Now the question is 1,000. You know what? I'll put that in second place. You can be done because obviously that's gonna go fairly fast. You're gonna come in and deal with this planet, which is very annoying. Oh, you placed that there. We do not need to do that. You can be there, so we can get some more food. Because the more people you place in certain locations, depending on the planet, I believe, as you can see, there's a drop-off of the efficiency. Actually, that's only 1. That's... I think we can boost the science instead, actually. Yep, I'm gonna boost the size. How is this thing doing, by the way? It is at 100%. Do we do anything with this? Not 100% sure if we do anything with that. But we've done it, so that's fine. There we go. Government support facility coming in. So this plan is now gonna start working a little bit better. There's a research that I just did, I believe, which gives us the civil transport, which is not a bad idea, because we can ship people. When we get to the full potential of this planet, well, it's not going to grow anymore. So shipping population over to other places is actually not a bad idea. And, would you know it, a weapon's max damage. Isn't that very, very, very good right here, right now? So, we are looking at... Why can't I go for this one? Is it because you're in... Alright, we'll wait for you, because I obviously want you in this thingamajig. Yes. So, can I... Where did I go for that? Diplomacy, espionage leaders. So you can now be in this one, so the destroyer. You're going to be on the destroyer. So now you come in and we deal with that. We will attack. And you know what? Here we go. We have 2 ships now. So let's... Oh! No. Why did you do that? Here we go. Much better. There we go. Now I have a couple of ships. So let's do this little fight. Alright then, no fancy things, but a big rock in the middle. So what I think I will do is move you over here. And I'll move you... Well, actually, you can come sort of here-ish, I suppose. And you can come here. Alright then. Again, the scout can't really help out, so don't care about that. They're moving forward like the idiots they are. So you go for that one, you go for that one. And I didn't say that this last time, by the way, but obviously the base game, quite of a big thing was fighting. It was a whole minigame where you... I don't know if you actually could auto-resolve in that game. Maybe you could, but basically, yes. It was a big thing in that game. And there we go, they're dead. And actually, one thing we haven't even gotten to yet, we can get to that, I suppose, because we can upgrade some stuff. We have ourselves a blueprint thingamajig. So we have 4 slots right now, which means that I could create something new if I wanted to. The game is happy to auto-upgrade stuff, which is fine. I will, however, edit this myself, because I think that we have the augmented engines. Travel speed, beam defense bonus, etc., etc., combat speed bonus. Yes, we do want those. And actually, that seems to fit, right? Where is the... where is the... I don't know, wait. If we go over here, where is the value that I'm looking for? Wait, there's a value that you can't go over. There we go. Space is what we're talking about. Man, where total space use? Is that not in here? No, it's probably not in here. But we could add that, and that's fine. We can obviously have some designs as well, which is lovely. I'm not going to do that right now, though, but we do that, and what we now do is we can just upgrade this. So there we go, you're upgraded, and you can obviously only do that on a planet. So there we go. You should wait at least one turn to just get all health back, because no reason not to, I suppose. Yeah, just skip your turn, that's fine. That is fine. What are you doing that's costing so much? The cloning center. I see, I see. Alright then, you should now be in good condition. Go down to this bloody planet. Jesus, did not get an easy start in this this little thing. But it's fine. We will get there in the end. We can buy out this now. So buy out that colony ship. Thank you. Let's try that again, shall we? Move to that planet again. I mean, it's not easy to build colony ships, and I just basically purchased one, and I'm not making a lot of money right now, which is why we're gonna need these ones, the Colonial Revenue Services. Yes, indeed. And I have lined one of those up as well, but a little bit later. There we go, more population. No, 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 you don't do that. You do production. We don't need science on that planet right now. You've arrived over here. Let's attack and drop a bomb on them. They did not survive
Your
that
crew
one.
descends to investigate the remains
And
of
get
the
the same
pirate
as before.
enclave.
So that is a free population over here. We will not have that there though. We'll have that on growth.
GNN, Galactic News Network.
Confusion sweeps across the galaxy as reports of Antaran sightings have now been confirmed by independent survivors.
It seems that the vicious and ill-tempered old race has managed to escape from their ancestral prison in an unknown pocket dimension, and are expected to continue to terrorize the galaxy in the foreseeable future.
We'll update this information as hostilities escalate from these initial skirmishes to what we can only assume will be an all-out invasion, resulting in the extinction of all other sentient life in the galaxy.
Stay tuned for more news!
And isn't that just lovely? There's the Antaran, and for a race with that name, you're not expecting the look like that they will look like what they are doing. At least I don't think so. So someone else has probably had a bit of a run-in with them. Luckily, it was not us. Alright then, you just get over here and just chill out for a while. That is a-okay with me. As we wait for the colony ship to make its way there. And we're obviously gonna have to do even more colony ships eventually. Now, yes, one colony ship does use one population. That's also something to keep a look out for. So you are now going to produce 3 frigates. Going to take 15 turns for that. Absolutely.
Welcome to GNN, Galactic News Network.
Sakra Brood ships have recently visited the legendary Orion system.
Alright, that's kind of cool. I wonder what that is. Nothing that I have seen in the little time that I've played this game. Alright then, colonize this planet. Yay. Now that is a very nice looking planet, indeed very Terran. Apparently we've already set up major cities on it. Lovely. Also, yes indeed, because we're on a normal gravity planet, we have a minus 25% on, well, almost everything. But once we get terraforming, we can sort of help that out a bit. Now, we are gonna want the automated factory, but as you can see, it's not working. If I move this, it's stagnant. But I'm okay with that, because if we get this going, we don't need to have one on here. Yes, I'll do that. Also, by the way, we're making a lot of credits now, so we can buy out that thing eventually. Now, you just chill out here for a while. I'm okay with that.
And now, the news.
The Antaran fleet has turned its sights on the Alkari flock with extreme success.
Oh, the poor Alkari, they were the first victims, I suppose. Now, I don't know if that means that basically their planet is destroyed or something. No idea, really. Metro Prime has grown, lovely. How are you placing? No, bloody hell. We need more production, even though, yeah. Ah, right, the colony ship took production. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't realize that. Alright then, well, we're gonna continue.
This is GNN, Galactic News Network.
And now, the state of the galaxy. Current ranking of space fleet strengths.
And it's no surprise that I'm not on that list, really. No surprise whatsoever. But we're gonna get there. We are boosting our fleets as we speak.
This is GNN.
The Ruffy Empire has grown in strength.
And yes, indeed, 5 planets. I am not even close. But we are gonna do that. Ooh, hello, you leveled up. Population growth is now up even more. Now, you're doing fine, so you know what? Why don't we relocate you to Kyushu 3 instead? I think that's a good idea. I don't know if that's gonna mean anything. Alright then. You jump into the wormhole. We end up on the other side of the bloody place. Alright then. Well, we can see that someone is protecting that, so we don't really want to go into there. But let's explore a little bit over here. Ooh, hello. We have something. Alright. That's a little bit less good. Wait, where are... Ah, right, I was about to say, where is the other fleet? I just sent it through a bloody wormhole, didn't I? You can just retreat over here. That would be good. You're done with your stuff. Morale is up to 80, which is good. Now, I think we should do... I don't think we necessarily need a star base. But I guess it wouldn't be... That's actually a morale bonus too. Soil enrichment could be a good thing. Now, what I necessarily would like to do is obviously the colony ship. But yeah, you know what? To get morale boosted a little bit more, do that one. Then the missile base, so you have some sort of defense. And then we'll go over to another colony ship. I'm not going to see that in this video, but... at least it'll be there for if I play this game more. This particular game, that is. Okay, so you're out there exploring. That's lovely. Man, you are really on the very far side of the place. So there we go. We have terraforming. Lovely. So now we should go back, all the way back. Because we need to start boosting our stuff over here. Getting shields is a good thing. So let's focus on that. And let's actually ignore the ship down there. Because I'm much more interested in what's going on over here. You're moving in to terrorize that planet. And that's fine. Auto-resolve it. I just realized that, yes, I have defenses on this planet, so that's fine. But it does mean that there's something over here. So we're going to have to move into that and have a bit of a look. So what are you finding here, then? Have some planets. Sure. So just Prime has grown, which is lovely. How did you... Oh, you are striking. Yes, we have a problem. Now, the thing is, I haven't really figured this out, which is that, why are you striking? I'm not 100% sure I can know that. I mean, I'm going to assume it's morale, but it doesn't say anything. Well, actually, okay, fine. It does say is this dissatisfied part of Palan's population will stop working. So I suppose we have enough population now that there is a 20%, I suppose. So all right then, yes, let's start boosting morale. That will be a good idea. I'm just going to do this, I think, and then I'm just going to say, you know what, screw it, go back home. There's really no reason for you to be down there. You can be up here instead. So we have a frigate ship here, or a frigate fleet, maybe I should say, but I kind of think I want to do a destroyer. You add 2 command points. I have 15 in total. Would it be a good idea to get another destroyer? Might be. But on the other hand, deep sea cooling. By the way, what are you? Pollution cleanup. We don't need pollution cleanup, so why do you say that that is a good thing? Not entirely sure. Because, yeah, pollution is a thing in this game, obviously. But we have a minus 16, so why would we want a help with that? You can just relax here. That's fine. And I realized that we might probably... Oh, hello. That is the
Emperor of the
Bulrathi.
If you wish to keep your flea-bitten pelt on your back, you give my kindred a wide berth.
I mean, I literally do not have hair, so I don't think there's a lot of fleas in my pelt, as you so exquisitely labeled that. By the way, we can buy this item. Completely forgot about that. You should go over to Hydroponic Farm. You can, oh no, you actually do have to be there just to finish that off. We've done this thing, and as I said, we do get everything, and we can get immediately over to here, where we can upgrade. Yes, we upgrade that one, so we now get the class shield. We get a few, I think, fewer, or changed missiles, actually. Yes, we get the shield, but we also replaced the neuron blasters. Well, actually, yeah, from 6 to 4, but that's fine. With a bit more shielding, we are good. Now we can also get to these things. Energy weapon accuracy is good. However, where do I get more fleet strength? Because that's the thing that I would like. I would also like the fusion drive, so let's go for a fusion drive. We can upgrade existing ships. I did have the credits for that. We are making a fair amount of credits right now.
Is GNN.
Safety protocols are being questioned in the wake of a devastating industrial accident on one of their colonies. The intense radiation levels threaten to kill millions of civilians.
Well, that's pretty bad, and all of a sudden we have pollution. Quite a significant amount of it, actually. We might need to do this one. Well, actually, these are similar, but this is cheaper. You need to go right up at the front of the queue in a hurry. So I don't know exactly how bad that is. It's obviously bad, but like how bad? Right, I forgot about you. You need to move over there. Good. So you can now start growing. I will obviously produce some people transport ships, if you would. By the way, we also have, right, our security is 1. I haven't really been bothering with that right now. That's fine. Space Factory, we can get a fusion drive for you. Sure. Also, a new leader, research and food. Well, isn't that really, really good? You can be at Mentor Prime, I think. Because that bonus to research is actually not that bad.
Even without
there we go. That's the fusion drive. Yep, sure. Upgrade all of these. That's fine. Get better engines. Survival pods, heavy armor, not bad. The cruiser, I think another ship type is not bad. You can also get upgraded. Lovely. We have more ships, obviously, that needs to be upgraded, but for now we don't really have the money to do that. So there we go. You have arrived over here. Obviously, there was a colony here. We shall drop a bomb on it. They survived. They probably have like bunkers or something on that planet. As for you, there is stuff that we haven't explored, so you can get on that. And the radiation is going down on Suchi's Prime here, so that's fine, even without that building. Let's try to bomb them again. They survived again, the bastards. Well, we shall make short work of them. Now we have to fight, so that's fine. Yep, we'll just out-resolve that one, because very, very simple. Can I I can bomb as well. There we go. It's bombed out of existence. So we get population, which means that you're actually capped out now. So as soon as you can, you shall do the civil transport. Like so. You are soon done with the deep sea cooling. Lovely. And I think... yes, that's good. So after this, you should do a destroyer. Like so. As for you, what do you want to do then? I think you're just going to chill out here. Make sure that nothing comes into that place. Which means that we can take you to go over here, is what I'm thinking. To protect this planet for now, because you don't have any natural... protection.
Even without...
So there we go. We have a cruiser now. So that is very lovely. Fully upgraded, obviously. We upgrade... You can, as I said, you can micromanage this if you want to, but for this specific video, we're not going to do that. So that's good. Fusion weapons... That's a good thing, by the way. The space weapon takes is going down. I think that's a good thing. We can have more weapons. Radiation is going down quite a lot each turn. Very lovely. There's some pirates, I do believe. So, no, that's Rothy. With a colony ship. Ooh, well, that's interesting. So, civil transport, you come over here, dump some people on that planet. You can do that fairly soon again. But you know what I want to do over here, obviously. Colony ship. Let's set that up instead. Alright then, I think you get the point about this game. As I said, it's a bit like Civilization meets Stellaris, but more focus on, I suppose, Civilization. And... would you know it? I kind of like this. And I might actually do a series on this at some point. I need to play a bit more. I need to understand the focus on the different planets. Like, how do you actually work with planets to be the most efficient? Like, for example, this this civil transport. Maybe that's something you should do sooner to get new planets really rolling. Because having access to that quickly might actually be really important. For example, I don't know really, so that is why I want to play the game a little bit more. But yeah, it's just it is a blast from the past, like the GNN people said at some point. It is a blast from the past to play this game again because it's amazing. Now I'm just waiting for a remake of Ascendancy as well. That would be amazing. But alright then, I think you get the point. There's really not much else to say. It's a sort of simplified look on a 4X space game, which, you know, a lot of people probably enjoy very much. For now though, this has been ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.